What up, WWE Universe? It's your boy Randy again with the changing game. And night one of SummerSlam was wild, crazy. Um, a lot of the matches were kind of but the CM Punk Gunther match was epic. And let's give it up to Jalen. He made his first post on the changing game. He just brought the fire, and he was right. He called it all along. We both had CM Punk winning, but the difference is he said the whole Seth Rollins injury was just a storyline. He wasn't hurt like he let on. And so as soon as CM Punk wins the title over Gunther, Seth comes out. You hear that music. He comes out limping with his crutches, with Paul Heyman, with the briefcase, the Money in the Bank briefcase. And he acts like he's just, all right, I'm going to get you down the road. He starts limping off and then stops, takes the crutches, throws them, turns around, pulls his glasses off, takes his jacket off, grabs the briefcase, and goes, and he cashes in. And CM Punk's face was just, it was great. They had me fooled the whole time because I've seen him do that. So he got injured at main event against LA Knight. He did that moonsault, and he's hurt himself like that over the years. That knee just buckled, and it looks very serious. But was it serious, or did he get checked out and it wasn't as serious as he thought? Then they made it part of the storyline. Was it the plan all along? Like Jalen called it. Like, you got to give it up to him. Jalen's going to do a lot more content on the changing game. He knows wrestling. He knows a lot about sports. So look for his contribution moving forward. We're going to do a lot of stuff together too down the road. But got to give it up to him. Great first post, great first contribution, and he called it from jump. And just the pop. And was that Seth is just Mr. Money in the Bank. I remember WrestleMania 31, and it was called the Heist of the Century when Seth cashed in, when he was part of when the whole Authority, and he had the long hair with the blonde streak, and Roman and Brock were battling out for the heavyweight championship. And he cashes in, makes it a triple threat match, pins Roman to be champion. That was one of the greatest pops of all time. It was called the Heist of the Century. So is that one better than SummerSlam? I mean, this is a little different, but still, they totally fooled me. They got me. So anyway, let's get to the matches for night two. First match is going to be Naomi versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. It's a triple threat match. I think this is going to be a banger of a match, but I just feel Naomi's going to retain. She's part of the bloodline. She's married to Jimmy Uso, so she's part of the bloodline by marriage. I think she's still on fire. I think the bloodline is just, it's just a license to print money. So I think she ends up winning and retains. In the second match, you got Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria, the no DQ last chance match. At first, I was going to pick Lyra. But now that Seth's heavyweight champ, and Becky's his wife, I think they put this story to bed. If Becky wins, if she retains, Lyra can't challenge her again. It's over. The feud ends tonight. No more rematches. In the third match, the steel cage match, Sola Sikoa versus the werewolf Jacob Fatu. Man, this is going to be a war. I think it's one of the matches of the night. The bloodline's never clean. There's always something that's going to happen. Expect a surprise, an interference, maybe a debut. Like I was calling a debut last night, but that didn't happen. I thought Zilla Fatu was coming last night. Maybe he comes tonight. I don't know. Bloodline's always chaos and is never clean. You know, Jacob Fatu is so dynamic in the ring, so big, so athletic, so entertaining. And Solo, you gotta love him, man. Just seeing him, his growth over the last few years, just standing behind Roman in the Bloodline when he got called up, and to see what he's doing now and his comedic timing. He's hilarious, but he's a dog too. So I feel he retains, but I think there'll be a surprise in this match, maybe interference, maybe a debut. But I got Solo still retaining. In the fourth match, we got Dominic Mysterio against AJ Styles. AJ Styles is actually one of my favorite wrestlers. I just think he's so dynamic in the ring, so athletic, and he always brings it. He's like Sami Zayn. Like, he always brings it. He gives it his all. And he's on the end of he's on the road to the end of his career. I think Dominic with the Judgment Day. I got Dirty Dom winning. I think there'll be some Judgment Day interference. AJ, you know, he's at the point where he's just going to be putting people over. I think Dom's going to retain, but it'll be a banger of a match. They're both dynamic in the ring, so it's going to be an entertaining match to watch. In the fifth match, you got the TLC tag title match, the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits versus the Motor City Machine Guns versus Fraxum versus Andre and Ray Phoenix. 6 teams going at it. It's going to be just a war. I honestly think the Wyatt Six will retain, but my heart is with the Street Profits. I really want them to regain the title. They just lost it to them. So you're going to have ladder chaos. It's just TLC match. It's just going to be bananas. But I think Wyatt Six in the end will retain, even though my heart's with the Street Profits. And then in the final match, you got John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in the street fight. This is interesting because it's, you know, he turned heel about 5 months ago. And I just think he turns babyface. He goes back. Like, you can't have the franchise be a heel especially when you're doing all the Make-A-Wish with the kids and all the little kids love him, and just, I think you got to end it with him being face. So I think he turns back face, and then I think he retains. But me and Jalen were talking about this. He brought up a point that Cody's probably going to turn heel because he's been face. He's been the company guy for 3 years since he came back. You know, American Nightmare, what if he turns heel? He goes all black. It's a street fight. Is The Rock going to be involved? I mean, the final boss, like, is The Rock coming? Is he going to have something to do with this? I don't know. I got John retaining, but it's not going to end clean. There's going to be some shenanigans. Anyway, like, share, follow, put your picks in the comments. Am I right? Am I wrong? It's going to be a great night. And props out to Antonio Gates for making the Hall of Fame. Number 85. You're the man. One of the best ever.